So, you have your MTSS team in place. What's next? It's time to utilize the expertise of the team members to collaborate around the data in order to make informed decisions for staff and students. Let's examine a data analysis structure for effective MTSS meetings. The MTSS team should have a structured process that includes identifying the problem, analyzing the causes, setting a goal for change, brainstorming interventions, implementing strategies, and monitoring progress. Using a standard protocol to address issues is the best way to solve them. First, identify the problem. Perhaps your team is noticing increased incidents of bullying or negative social peer interactions. Look to verify this with data sources such as increased referrals or a recently administered school climate survey. Ensure that it is a school-wide problem and not just increased incidents from one or two students who may need Tier 2 or Tier 3 interventions. If it is indeed a pervasive issue, move to the next step. Identify the details of the problem. Tease out the what, when, where, who, why, and how often. Use available data to collect this information and identify the root cause. Perhaps it is social pressure, lack of awareness, or underlying emotional issues. Now, set a goal for change. Come up with a goal and a timeline. For example, in 6 weeks, incidents of negative peer interactions will decrease by 40%. Consider what data you will have to measure the goal's progress. Then, identify a solution and an implementation plan. Determine what adjustments need to be made to the Tier 1 intervention structure to achieve the desired result. The adjustment may include modifying lesson plans and increasing repetition, implementing increased positive acknowledgement, or establishing mentorship to provide support and guidance for students. Now, implement the solution with fidelity. Have a set date to launch the implementation and make sure that the staff has all the resources to do so. Monitor and evaluate implementation fidelity and impact. Before determining if the action steps worked or didn't, ensure that the interventions were implemented with fidelity. Use the data you considered when setting your goal. In this case, it could be tracking acknowledgements or seeing if mentors are checking in with their students. Go back to the goal and compare it to the data. Perhaps your data indicators were the student point sheets with a focus on respectful behavior, increased acknowledgements, or student mentor schedules. Determine the effectiveness of the intervention. Now, decide on next steps. These could include continuing with the plan, modifying the plan, discontinuing the plan, or another action step. Here is a visual recap of the steps to a data protocol. Note, the first 3 steps are done at the initial meeting. Steps 4 and 5 are then implemented, and step 6 is discussed at the next meeting. There are many data protocols available to help guide you and your team in this process. PBIS.org has great resources, including available training opportunities for utilizing the team-initiated problem-solving protocol. Whatever data protocol works best for your team, this collaborative approach helps create a supportive and consistent environment for students, improving their behavior and overall well-being. Thank you for joining us today for Pop-Up Practices, where practice makes progress.